Okay, so welcome everyone to these Cosmic Starseed Academy gatherings. This is kind of an emergency call out. And today's date is the 17th of December 2024, and it is 10:30 p.m. already, my God. So I felt called to do a healing, a meditation, and a channeling this evening. And I don't really want to go into too much detail because Judy is not actually here, but my thoughts really go out with Judy, and to Julia, who is here. I won't say too much about Judy, and I'll give you a chance later on to okay, thanks. So I'll give you a chance later, Julia, to explain. So I've made a few notes of the stuff that was today's been very intense for me, very intense, and I've been getting, but and very busy, but on a spiritual level, not on a physical level, meaning that I've had lots of messages today and downloads, and not so much from the Pleiadians, but rather from my Native American guides. And I think that has a lot, okay, thanks. And I think that has a lot to do with Judy. And one of the messages was quite personal, so I probably don't really want to share that here now as she's not here, although I did write it down. But I will say that a lot of us, all of us in this group, even the ones that aren't here now, have most definitely had past lives together, and been. So I know that my God, sometimes I just like I'm saying stuff that I don't want to be saying on the recording, so I'm not going to say it. Um, but what can I call him? Captain. I'll call him Captain. No, I can't even say that. No, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of, my words are all over the place. Okay, what I will say is that I was really feeling a connection to Judy earlier. And I know it's there. And I know it's there with all of you. But today, with what's happened with Judy, I was feeling that connection very closely, and a very strong Native American influence with it that I have for myself and other people as well. And you know who you are. Okay, and something that's really been coming to me today, and Mark brought it up a few days ago, is about being there for people, and um showing up, and um yeah. um I think that um I think because I'm kind of getting in the way of what I want to say, I and I'm able to get out of my way when I'm channeling. So I think it would be nice to go straight into a channeling, and then do the meditation and healing, do it that way round, rather than what I was originally thinking was to do the healing and then the meditation and then the channeling, because I'm kind of getting in the way of my own words and what I'd like to share with you. So, Dennis, um, while I get myself into that altered state, would you please do the um the prayers?
Okay. So here I will recite some simple prayers. The first is a prayer I have found, which is the law of one prayer. Say it and repeat it 2 more times. I'll say it 3 times. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done, it is so. I'll repeat it. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done, it is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done, it is so. And I will share the mantra shared by Blossom Goodchild and invite all of you to repeat this and say in your own hearts, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am.
Thank you. Is there
Okay.
anything that was beautiful, Dennis? Is there anything that you'd like to share or add or say?
Well, I will throw in another favorite prayer of mine, and that is the Ho'oponopono called a happy pony by a friend. And it is, I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And the person who taught that prayer, the Hawaiian man from Hawaii, Hugh Len, it's worth looking him up, H-E-W, Hugh, and L-E-N, Len. He's got a first name that's a bit hard to pronounce, but that is a most wonderful prayer for cleaning up everything. Cleaning up upsets, hurts, obstacles, whether they are emotional, mental, physical, relational. And say it to everything. And when one has objections that come up, say it to the objections. Yeah, there you are.
Thank you. Um, hey, I'm going to go into the channeling. I'll turn my video off for a while. Um,
Hmm.
do you have a website yet, Dennis, for your healing?
Nah, I'm still hiding.
Okay.
Thank you.
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
And what is your Facebook address?
I don't know. Dennis Mulcahy, and there's a picture of two young boys in it. Me and one of my brothers.
And what kind of healing do you offer?
Oh, magical God stuff. Anyway, there you are. Get on with your channeling.
Yes, yes. Oh, okay. So let us begin from the beginning. We have, oh, what we have, as time goes on and we spend more time with Soma, we have more to say, more to share, more to download, more to, for her to experience, uh, more downloads, more upgrades, more intense energy, more oomph, as she calls it, more teachings, more wisdom, more knowledge, more energy, more initiations, more everything to come through in a more powerful way, in a more direct way, in a way that people will feel our energies in a more direct way. And some of you listening will feel, or rather hear, not feel, but perhaps you will feel it too. But in this session, you will most, she's reluctant to use the word definitely, but most definitely, you will hear the change in her voice this evening. As we were working on light language with this one, and have been very delicately for very lightly, very gently, very fragilely for some time. And then today we really took it up a few notches, which she observed with curiosity as she was doing it. Many of you have become, thank you, many of you have become very good, very experienced at observing yourselves. Almost as if you are looking, almost like you are looking at someone else rather than your own being. You have become, which can be both a positive and negative aspect of yourselves, where you have the ability to become so disassociated with yourselves that you can very much look at yourselves very objectively, as if you were separate from yourselves. This does often occur through sexual trauma. Sexual trauma. But let us move on from that. let us move into some of the intense energies that are hitting your planet right now as we speak. Things have been turned up a notch, a dial. Things are intense at the moment. Many situations are occurring on your planet that are genuine and fake, meaning there is a multitude of thank you, thank you, thank you, meaning there is a multitude, and we've said this indirectly, as Soma was saying to Dennis earlier. We have said this indirectly to Soma before, many times through channelings, and she may not have always realized what we were speaking about. But there are many, many, many occurrences in your skies at present. Some of these are genuine, some of these are fake, and there are many different objects that are being seen and witnessed these days and also to come in the future. We've said before through this one that there would be a landing in Florida, which there was. We've said that at one point in your history, there have been thank you, galactic wars at the time that was visible in your skies, visible in your skies. And then during the downfall of Atlantis, your awareness was there are many aspects here with these subjects, but everything is connected and tied in and linked and joined. There is no separate issue. Everything is connected in a very physical way. So at the time of the downfall of Atlantis, there were galactic wars before that and after that. There have been many great resets, that what we term as a positive phrase. The Great Reset is a positive thing. However, it has been hijacked and inverted by the negative ET agendas that have been running your planet for so long. There have been many times in your history where galactic wars have been physically sighted and you've been physically able to witness these with your eyes. When your DNA was changed, was dumbed down, your consciousness, your awareness, your abilities were also dumbed down at the same time. And you lost your connection to us. All of you were connected to all of star nations and able to communicate directly, telepathically on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day basis. So you had that ability, and because your DNA was stopped, was changed, was manipulated, was adapted, adjusted, dumbed down, you lost this ability. And what's occurring now, and this is very important information, what's occurring now is that your DNA is raising back to its original blueprint of 13 strands, and not even that, it is going forward to more. It is, thank you, it is evolving from what it once was at the time of Atlantis, where it was 13 strands of DNA. So you are not going back to a time, you are evolving into a new beginning where your DNA is in, what is that word? Evolving. Thank you. Your DNA is evolving. Evolutionary period on Earth has intensified, increased, and it very much affects timelines, dimensions, and the veil of amnesia that was placed around the Earth on an energetic level, where you partly due to your DNA being dumbed down, that thank you, you lost your galactic memories, you lost your abilities, you lost your memories of who you are, why you're here, and where you came from. So the dimensions, thank you, the dimensions, the veil around the earth is lifting, and you are regaining your memories of past lives, of Atlantis, of many different things, of who you are, why you're here on earth, and where you came from. And the dimensions are also becoming much thinner, where you are now able to see much more within your skies. There have always been craft in your skies, always. Some have been, some people are have been and are able to see these craft, and some are not. This depends on many different factors, one being the person's individual awareness, and the fit and the energy level, or the physicality of the craft, meaning that these craft are moving through different dimensions, and some see them and some don't. Some see them physically, and some see them or get a sense of them, thank you, in their mind's eye, meaning that these are on a higher dimension and not really physically being able to be seen. The same with spirit. The same could be said with spirit. So, but let us go back to the more very most recent sightings. Some of these are this is a concoction of, as we've said before previously, in various recent channelings, we've said that there will be events. We've made predictions about this before, albeit indirectly. We have said, watch your skies. We have said there will be, even a few weeks ago, we said to Soma in one of these channelings to take your cameras out and record events to come. We said, go into your gardens, take your phones out and your cameras, whatever devices you have, and record. Even if you are not seeing anything, because the devices will pick up movement and craft. What is occurring in your skies is no different to a galactic battle, which is also occurring on Earth between negative and positive ET forces, negative and positive human beings, light and dark. So these current events that are being witnessed in your skies are a concoction, a mixture of positive and negative, and various different craft. It is almost a prelude. Let us exclude the word almost. It is a prelude of what is to come. We have said before, we have predicted before that, okay, thanks. Oh, God. We have predicted before that there would be situations to come in your skies that would contain positive and negative and various different craft and ships and technology. We have also said very clearly that there would be a landing, and that was a prediction that we gave before the Florida landing, which has a certain name that Soma cannot think of. And yet there is more to come in 2025. It is almost, let us take out the word almost again. Please excuse Soma. She is struggling with her words today, and we are coming through very intensely today because we wish to get the information out quicker, because time has speeded up, and many of you are feeling this, and many of you are struggling to keep up with how time has advanced. You are struggling in your daily lives to get through everything that you need to in a way that is different than before, or different in the past, we should say. So there we can, in 2025, we would also include predictions of genuine landings and fake landings, and you will have to be very discerning about which is which. We have always said, when we have said this before, we have always added and included and said that anything you see on the mainstream media can be regarded as false or fake. And this includes landings. Anything that is hidden or pushed to the back or not shown and not seen on mainstream media can be regarded as truth. So we wanted to get that message out. We invite you, those here this evening, to ask questions regarding this recent sightings. If you have any, please. We will pause here to let you ask any questions you have. And then we would like to move on to meditations and healing.
How do we tell the difference between the technology in the skies that is reverse engineered, man-made, and coming proper light ships coming in?
What an excellent question. We will give a very good, accurate, clear answer whenever there are whenever there are genuine craft in your skies that you are visibly able to see, meaning that they are close enough for you to see with your own eyes, or even a camera or a phone device. These beings we include ourselves with these beings, are very, and we are speaking of the positive ET species or races, are very telepathic. So what we would highly recommend and suggest to you is that and Soma, and many, thank you, many others of you, many human beings have done this and found it to be highly accurate, where with the genuine craft, you can communicate with us telepathically. So when you do, if you should see a craft above you moving or in stillness, you can, and we highly recommend this to everyone. It is an excellent way to communicate, to gain insight, to gain accurate evidence of whether these craft are genuine or not, is to communicate telepathically with us and to ask us to move in a certain direction, or to shine a beam of light, or to make some indication that what you are looking at is genuine. So move in a certain pattern, and you can ask these questions several times. We have very advanced abilities in with our consciousness and our telepathy, and are able to, our consciousness is very expansive, very expansive. So we are able to pick up on our vicinity is of energy that we are able to pick up on and become aware of is extremely expansive. Whereas as human beings, yours is normally around 3 to 4 feet of your awareness. Sometimes you are not aware of people behind you, and we are speaking of normal human beings. So no, we wouldn't include some of you here this evening, or most of you here this evening, because most of you have a heightened psychic awareness and abilities. But for the normal human beings, those who are unaware, unawake, and unconscious, walking through.
Thank you. In regards to the Schumann resonance, is there a team that's currently monitoring the fundamental frequency or monitoring the heart crystal of the earth? Do you know?
There always has been. There always has been.
Can you give us insight if there's been changes to this frequency that's affecting the population?
Most definitely. Things have increased, intensified dramatically. Timelines have shifted, and energies have become very intense, allowing certain current events and future events to occur on a much more rapid timeline than was previously available a few years ago. That is very important, what we've just said.
Thank you. Is there any other guidance that you can give us at this time to ensure that there's no fear over these sightings? I've also noticed that we don't seem to have the level of sightings in the United Kingdom like they're having in the USA right now. Is there a reason?
Yes, thank you. We are delighted with your question, and so is Soma, because she is remembering something that we shared with her earlier today, where regarding your very question, regarding why America is such a why there have been so, one of the things we were sharing is that why there has been so many sightings over America and not so much in other places. Not so much in, oh, okay, not so much in the UK, not so much in other countries, but America seems to be, okay, thank you. America is, and the reason for this is that America is, what is the word? Predominant, is a key factor, is a major player in the negative agenda, and we were showing Soma some information earlier regarding the Native Americans and the sacred people of Native America, and how this land of America is very controlled by negative agendas. And there are many things hidden on land, above land, and below land, in the extreme, in America. Ancient history, ancient artifacts, ancient science, ancient discoveries. America is a great land that is greatly ruled by negative ET energies. And it is these things are linked, where America was overtaken. The Native Americans were overtaken, the sacred people that came from us, that came from us. So America is a major player, a prime, um, prime um, place, a prime place where this battle of light and dark is occurring. It is a major player. It is a major chess piece, like the king and queen. The reason, and part of the reason that there have been so many sightings over America is because and this will be interesting to many people, and we will share more at a later date. One of the reasons this is now occurring is because Trump is in power. That is all we will say about that for now, but we do wish to share more about that, and more on your question is to do with the raising of consciousness on your planet. It's almost like a switch has been switched, and you are now on a different timeline with a velocity, a zooming, a time warp. Time has speeded up dramatically. Energies are very intense. The timelines have shifted, and things are occurring at a much more rapid pace than was possible a few years ago. Things have shifted. Your consciousness has taken an evolutionary leap recently. And this includes the being Trump being in power. This has changed. This has shifted timelines. This has shifted energies. This has made these sightings possible. We have always said that Trump has a very direct link to us, as does other people that Soma's not going to say right now. Thank you. Love you so much. I'm not going to say that. Dennis, please say something.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I
That's
will
okay.
just say you are doing fine. Just breathe.
Thank you.
Okay.
All the technologies in your sky at the moment have been available. They are not new technologies. You are not seeing new craft. You are seeing very old craft that has been in your military and other organizations for quite some time. We've said to Soma before, and many of you, that the technology you are being shown is now thousands of years in advance of what you are publicly seeing, publicly being shown. So things like AI and robots and other mechanical devices and technology, you are not seeing. You are not being allowed, you are not being shown the true extent of where the real or the more advanced technology is at. You are just seeing a very old technology being released into the public domain that seems advanced to you, but it is not really that advanced. Our craft, we operate with our mind, our consciousness. So we do advise again that if you want to check if a craft is real or not, or fake, communicate with it, shine a light at it, and ask those beings on the craft, if there is beings on the craft, such as us or others, to communicate with you. Ask it to move in a certain direction. This is very important because this will give you clear evidence of and allow you to it will give you answers. It will tell you. And if there is no reaction, you can guarantee that this is then a false is the wrong word, but false in the sense that it is not a real craft or UFO or anything that is of an alien made, but made, alien made. It would be more man-made or, yes, man-made. Thank you. Oh. So many of you are hybrids, and you come from us. You come from Andromeda. You come from Arcturus. You come from Sirian. You come from Lyra. You do not come from Earth. We came forth and we created you in our likeness. And many of you are hybrids, meaning that, and starseeds, meaning that you were sent here and or you chose to come to your Earth, to your planet for this time now. And many of you are have felt previously, perhaps not so much now, but given the trajectory of the last few years of where things are going, you don't feel it so much now, but in the past you have felt very much the odd one out. You've stood out. You haven't blended in. You've not fitted in. You were never meant to. You were never meant to. You were always meant to be seen, be different, stand out. Because we've said before, because your consciousness, your awareness, your energy, your frequency, your vibration are different. We have codes that we will share with you at a future date that are specific codes that are inactive within starseeds, which will be activated at certain times in the future. And some of these have already been activated, and we spoke about this previously, which Soma calls the grounded codes, the grounded DNA codes, which we spoke about in detail somewhat in a previous transmission, download, channeling. We are excited to be sharing these codes in the future, and we will go into more detail and be very specific with these codes what they are, why you have them, what they mean, and how you can activate them. It is kind of we take out the word kind of, it is an extension of, or rather an activation of your abilities, meaning that your abilities, once these DNA codes are activated, and it will more or less happen all at the same time for starseeds across your planet, when these codes, specific DNA codes, are activated, your abilities, thank you, your abilities and awarenesses and consciousness will be upgraded. So this will include things like telepathy, healing, psychic awareness, mediumship, all of the extrasensory abilities that you all have as starseeds. These will increase and intensify rapidly, dramatically, within a number of days, hours, weeks. The switch will be turned on and you will light up like you were meant to. And this will take humanity forward in another process, thank you, another process of waking up. You have woken up many times in your lifetime. We will pause there. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. We took a longer break than we thought there because we were just chatting away about various different stuff going on for us. So, Dennis, will you please begin by saying the prayers again? And I'm just going to go with the flow and allow to go with the flow and allow to happen whatever happens.
Very good. So I will repeat the law of one prayer. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. Again, we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. And the affirmation, the I am affirmation shared by Blossom Goodchild. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Okay.
Thank you, Dennis. So I don't know where this is really going, or I kind of do, but I don't know in what order. So let me turn my camera off for a few moments. So let us begin again from the beginning. Or a beginning. So many of you will and are and have had new beginnings over and over and over again in your lifetimes. And sometimes these have been very intense, very rapid, with so much grief and loss and heartache, hurt and pain and woundedness. And yet you do begin again. Surprisingly, you do begin again. You have gotten through situations and experiences and pain and grief that you never thought was possible. You have risen from the ashes like a phoenix, which is a phrase that is well known. We wish to include J, D in our words that we are sharing now, and everything that we've said for this whole evening. We'd also like to include J, A, or JC, which is the same person. So Judy and Julia, we'd like to include those people. Into our energy now and the energy of the whole evening. We'd also like to very much include those of you who are here now. Visualize Julia, Judy, and their loved ones. Visualize yourselves holding hands, all of you that are here every week in this team, in this band, in this group, in this united consciousness, in this with us every week. You show up again and again. We feel your energy, you're united. You do have each other's backs. You do love each other. You are very connected, all of you. There is not one of you that is not connected. We were showing this today to Soma very clearly, and she was feeling and seeing the past lives with Judy very clearly. Many of you have the same or similar experiences numerous times throughout your life where you feel connected, you see your past lives, you witness situations, connections, experiences on the astral of having known each other before. So visualize yourselves in a group circle holding each other's hands with all of you that are in this group on a weekly basis. And then also visualize in the center of the circle, you are also sitting. So you are you are simultaneously in two places at the same time. So you are in a circle, and you are also, so you are on the outer circle holding hands, standing up with a very strong frequency of love. And then you are also sitting in chairs in the center of the circle, looking at yourselves or each other. So you are in two places simultaneously, and send this love forward to the other person in the chair. You do not have to send, we wouldn't even recommend that you send the frequency of love in the circle to those in the center of the circle. Rather, send it to each other. You can, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You can also visualize us on an outer circle, really holding the energy and the parameter and the frequency and the vibration of love. The consciousness, the energy, the frequency, the sounds, the feeling, the touch, the smell, the awareness, the energy of love, frequency on a very high vibration times 1,000, not even times 100, as Soma sometimes often says, but rather 1,000. Love times 1,000 is the frequency that we carry these days, and even more than that. And as we send this energy to you on the outer circle, you send it, it goes through your body and out and down into Mother Earth, and it goes up to the heavens. And then it comes from your heart center to the center of the circle, where you are all sitting looking at each other in chairs. We would include this as an activation for you and those listening in the future. You can also, in love and light and peace and blissfulness and joy, you can also send that love to yourselves. Know that you are fully protected and guided, and let go of the grief and loss, pain, sorrow, woundedness, hurt, harm, knife in the chest, pain that physical grief can often cause. We wish to remind you that 6 months from now is an extremely important part of your evolution for the collective humanity, for humanity collectively. So there will be events to unfold during this time, 6 months from now. June. So we will pause there. We have given a meditation. We have given healing. We have given activations. We have given frequency. Most of all, we've given you love. Some of you have never, and some of you will never some of you have never, and some of you will never. We are not speaking of any of you in this group. We include Soma. We are not speaking of any of you in this group, but some of you have never experienced love. There will be we are showing Soma to keep it short and to keep it simple and to keep it unemotional. Kind of for her. We will explain the image we are showing and events predictions where children will be released in 2025. So we will pause there, and we would like Dennis to, if he is willing, of course, always, we would like Dennis to close this evening. We love you, and love wins.
Well, thank you. I will just say the Ho'oponopono prayer 3 times. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you, Soma. Thank you all.
Dennis, thank you. Would you, and can we all say it with Dennis, but Dennis, would you lead in saying that I am the prayer by Blossom Goodchild, I am the love, I am the light.
All right. So we'll end so by just saying that 3 times.
And if everyone's happy to please say it out loud. So Sheila, if everyone's happy to do that, if not, that's okay. But if you're going to do it, then yeah, would
Sure.
you unmute yourselves?
Yep.
Yeah. So it just goes normally light, love, truth, and I am. So I am the light.
I am the light.
I am the love.
I am the love.
I am the truth.
I am the truth.
I am.
I am.
I am the light.
I am the light.
I am the love.
I am the love.
I am the truth.
I am the truth.
I am.
I am.
And one more time. I am the light.
I am the light.
I am the love.
I am the love.
I am the truth.
I am the truth.
I am.
I am.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to so thank you so much. Okay, I'm just going to end the recording there.